Anyway, so yes, so here we go. Here we go. For one, what do we think of this? What do we think of this color page that Kubo did? These are the new captains. Miura in the background, cool. Kensei. I have an anti-Kensei agenda. When his time to shine in Thousand Year Blood War comes up, you guys will know I have an anti-Kensei agenda. My man is like the coolest looking character, one of the coolest in Bleach. Doesn't back it up with actions. Embarrassing. James says, I want to tug on Ruki's side ponytail. Sure. She's not gonna let you hit, bro. She won't. Shinsu with the eye patch, looking nice. Ichigo, this is one of the best Ichigo portraits out there, quite frankly. You got Shinji, ass, trash. Byakuya, looking cool as always. Toshiro, my Toshiro agenda. We'll see what happens with Toshiro. Lisa, oh my god, Lisa Yodomaru. She is, if not for her attitude, she's great. She's great. I mean, you know, we'll see Lisa. Renji, I really wish when Renji kept the, what's the word? Because at the start of Bleach, he had those little weird, those goggles that were all tactical and whatever. And then he got the white, bandage thing around his head, which I didn't like. I like the black one, but I really loved what he had in the war arc. I wish he had kept that, but whatever. You got you got Rose, shouldn't be here. You got Tetsuzaimon, shouldn't be here. You got Isane, shouldn't be here. You got Kenpachi, definitely should be here. And Soifon in the back. When initially when Rukia Zanpakuto in the past, I don't think it was had a white sheath. That's new. I think that's new because she did not used to have a white sheath, but now she does. That's interesting. I wanted to confirm to see if that were the case or not. Like I want Shikai Rukia. Let me see. Yeah. She didn't used to have a white sheath, but now she does. Yeah, but now she does. I like that. I think that's cool. Okay, all right. Well, here we go. So, when I was younger, I had 2 goldfish. I adored the dear things, but one day the larger one passed away. The remaining goldfish seemed so lonesome. The sight of it made me feel lonely as well, but after that day, the smaller one, which I had thought was stagnating, began to grow larger and flourished more and more. Seeing that brought me great relief. Ah, thank goodness. It was good the larger one died. Now, I mean, again, I guess Kubo right here, it's a cup or some kind of basin. The fact that James is here, like the bro's about to be hating at everything that I say. It's insane. This basin looking thing with 2 fish. All right. Now, I guess one of the biggest questions that we have about this is people thinking it's Ukitake, people thinking it could be Kazui, people thinking that it could just be a theoretical new persona who's just speaking, and Kubo's just using that as a gateway into telling the story he wants to tell of balance and the benefits of balance, or imbalance, I should say. So really, there's no way, everything we can say right now, it's gonna be predictive because there's no way to know for sure. Is he being literal? Is he not? We never know. But he specifically says goldfish. The larger one passed away. And this right here is a, what do you guys think this is? What do you guys think this is? I mean, this is like bubbles of water. What's this background thing? And what's this thing in the back over here as well? What do you guys think it is? Bubbles? Are these just straight up bubbles? And this is just a close-up of the bubble? What do we think about that? You tell us, Kubali. Yo, why is he... Bro is determined to make me look bad today. He's here to hate. He's here to hate. Don't worry. This is Kubology. Every one of us here is a savant when it comes to Bleach lore, Bleach understanding. Okay? So don't you worry, guys. We're Gucci. We are all Gucci. It was good that the larger one died. And then we see fish. And is this a classic, like, I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for? Is this a classic bait and switch on Kubo's part? You know? I'm not a marine biologist. Who here knows their fish? Who here knows their fish? Is this a goldfish? I know a lot of things. I am no marine biologist. I don't know my fish. What type of fish is this? What do we think? It's a koi fish. Good job, James. Everybody clap for James. Everybody clap for James. All right. James got it. James got it right. We're gonna clap for James. Everybody clap for James. Yeah, he got it right. Good job. Good job, bro. Good job. You did very, very well. You did very well. So okay, so moving down, it's a crescent moon. Kubo loves his crescent moons. It's in Wakamundo, there's always a crescent moon. And backgrounds, Kubo backgrounds. It's always nice to see it. Always great to see it. So anyway, so this is Kazui and Kone's room, World of the Living, Ward 1 of Katakura, Old Town. Orihime peeks her head into the doorway, so clearly related to Jushiro. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Looks like he's fast asleep. This is Kazui's room. That's a small bed, a desk, a calendar, his bag, socks over there. Pretty standard. Thanks for playing with Kazui again today, Karen. Orihime looking nice. You can really see the figure right there. I can appreciate the figure over there. Nice. And she's wearing slippers. Cone is just sleeping over there. You know the weird thing about Cone, like being able to biologically produce the snot thing on his nose. I'm like, you know, whatever. We're not being real yet. So anyway, so Cone. So here's an interesting thing from this panel right here. So Cone is obviously sleeping. For whatever reason, it's like the snot thing in his nose goes away in this next panel, and then there's a clunk, timp. What is that supposed to be? A heartbeat? I'm not too sure if that's supposed to be a heartbeat. And actually, here's the thing: what is Kazui's blanket? Because you know, Bleach, Reishi snot little bro. Because you know, Bleach, the bed sheet, the blanket, the cover sheet, whatever you want to call it, that matters. That matters. So Kazui here over with the different dragons. Maybe that's Kubo just doing a knock to burn the witch. Maybe that's what Kubo's trying to do here with the different type of dragons. We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, so I guess you guys are all right. Orihime closing the door to walking down the stairs, and then Kazui opens his eyes, which I think I commented this when I first read it. I commented on this. He doesn't open his eyes as though someone who is actually asleep. He opens his eyes as though someone who is faking being asleep. So, he opens his eyes, opens the door, hey, hold it right there. And he's wearing a hoodie. Is that normal? Do people normally wear hoodies to sleep like that? That's weird. Is that a thing? Do people do that? I don't know, that's way too heavy clothing for me. There's no news about the trailer. Anyway, so he opens the window. What? Don't what me. You just got in trouble yesterday. Just stay put and sleep today. So what is he holding? What is he? He's holding onto the bed or something. But I promised to go again today. And you also promised. Oh, and by the way, just from a, what's the word I'm looking for? Just from a standard starting point. What do you guys think of the fact that Kubo starts off the chapter with Kazui? You know, like he gives you the color page with Ichigo, no Kazui, no anything, just like Ichigo in the court guard squad. And then he gives you this intro with the water basin or whatever, the koi fish, whatever. And then immediately the first character you see in real time is Orihime into Kazui. And he starts off with Kazui. I like that. I did. So, and you also promised your mom you go to bed. Which promise is more important? The one I made first. Okay, that's a good point. What the heck? You're such a pain. See if I care. Smart boy. Smart boy. You don't have to come, Cone. So this bro, this little menace jumps out of the window and then calls on his Shinigami powers. Broken. Bro is broken. And I think this is something that a lot of us have noticed. Kazui does not separate his body from his soul. his Soul Reaper quote body overtakes his real body, and both, you know, he does not separate. It just overcomes his physical body and he transforms, which is very, very interesting. I wonder if that's a byproduct of some full-bring whatever in combination with his own unique powers. That I don't know that that's happened before. I don't know that that's happened before. So he lands on this koi fish, which again, just a bunch of questions right now. It's like the two fish. That's why I feel like it's got to be a bait and switch from Kubo. The fish you see here flying in the sky, seemingly, presumably, heading to Kazui's location. So they reach Kazui's location, he jumps out of it, lands on it. I'm coming to. Kon is also then able to land on it as well. You could have pretended to be asleep and not noticed though. Ah, damn it, I could have. And so, this does not necessarily mean that these fish belong to Kazui, but at the very least, they have a connection. So we'll see what happens. Sniffle, sniffle, snorf. Sniffle, sniffle. We got a bro standing here with an afro. Mister, I'm here to hang out. Mr. Sniffly Crybaby Man. Oh, Kazui. You're late. I was so lonely. And I know I told you yesterday that I'm no mister. I'm 15. Mr. Sniffly Crybaby lies about his age, man. I'm not lying. And what's with the talking stuffed animal? Hey, I'm sorry. I may not be able to come tomorrow. Okay. James says, those koi fish kind of look like they're made of ink. What do we think about that, boys? Made of ink. What do we think about that? Ichibe? Nah, maybe James is trying to push his Ichibe. Oh, Mr. Bluepine said it, not me. Oh, okay. James is just taking. He must be available today. Usually he won't be here, but he is. We're glad to have him, regardless. What? No way, but I'll be lonely. So today I'm taking you somewhere so you won't be on your own. Okay. So the assumption here is that Kazui comes to see this guy rather frequently, but that he can't come tomorrow. And so since I can come tomorrow, I'm going to take you to a place where you won't be on your own. Interesting shot of the crescent moon right here. Interesting shot over here, you know. I wonder if that's like, because again, Wakamundo's moon is always a crescent. So every time I see a crescent moon in Kubo's work, I'm very interested to know if that's like anything. And then so he takes this man to a shrine, Takakamo Shrine. Now I'm a lot of things. I'm not too privy. Takakamo Shrine. Is that a real place? Is Takakamo Shrine a real place? Presumably it is. What is it? Do tell. Yeah, this is something I need to do on my own time. This is something I would have to do on my own time. But the whole point here is the fact that Kubo takes him to Takakamo Shrine, whatever the shrine is dedicated to, whatever gods are associated with it, could give an idea as to where or what is going on. But that's something that I gotta do on my own time, not here. This would take, you know. All right, what is James saying? Damn, Rebirth don't know his shrine lore. Tragic. Excuse me for not being Japanese, sir. Yeah, I haven't been seeing. Bro is just hating. Man using ChatGPT to make theories. Spoiler alert, he ain't gonna do it on time. That being said, I'm peacing out. Take it easy. All right, man. See ya. Thanks for coming. A shrine, no, next to it. So it's not next to the shrine. You go in through here, Russell. So he goes inside, and then this is where he stops at. This little makeshift shrine right here. Do I play Bleach Brave Souls? No, I do not. Whoa, the heck is that? That looks scary. It's your first time seeing it, Kong. It's not scary. Watch. So this is the object that he's going to be bound to. It's okay. I'd be interested to know the Japanese relevancy of an object like this, or if this is new from Kubo. Now you clap 3 times, and an eyeball shows up. 2 eyeballs shows up. 3 eyeballs shows up. So every clap corresponds to an eyeball. We know that much. So clapping 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 3 eyeballs for each clap. Then you clap 1 more time. And how many eyeballs total? So I'm assuming it's 3 for 3. I'm assuming that. And then four hell butterflies show up, and a portal opens in space with teeth around the edges. Okay, interesting. So both of them are shocked. See, it's in here. It'll be fine. Everyone's in here. Ah, the mystery, bro. No breaths from hell. The mystery is killing me, dude. The mystery is absolutely killing me, not him. All right. So 3 hours earlier. So now, I guess this is actually important. It's evening in Karakura Town, so 3 hours before. So 3 hours before this point, Soul Society rode to the seated officers' quarters. Ichigo walking along, like Kubo's backgrounds are insane. Whenever he decides to do backgrounds, bro kills it, especially with the trees and the rivers and stuff. Like, a background Kubo is a dangerous Kubo, that's for sure. Oh God. No. Oh, they just showed me somebody's mouth. I see what you mean. I do genuinely see what you mean. I see what you mean in that these lines that, like, basically this right here could technically be perceived as teeth. And so you do make a good point. Who said that? Griffith's Bankai. You do make a good point that it's possible that this could be teeth, sure. But in reality, it could just be the I guess the ridges of the garganta being perceived as that. So you make a good point. You actually do make a very good point. Yeah, like all of this, it could very easily be the garganta. And quite frankly, the more that I think about it, garganta means throat in Spanish. Like garganta means throat in Spanish. And so the fact that it looks like a mouth is more suited to the garganta than anything else, because garganta literally means throat. And so the insides of it sure could be the throat. And so presumably there would be teeth-like things at the beginning. And so this is a good argument one way or the other. The only thing here is that, has there ever been a time when our gargantas opened and hell butterflies show up? I don't know that, I don't know that hell butterflies, well, actually, I guess, no, that's the Senkai mount. Hell butterflies, you'll see hell butterflies with a Senkai mount. I don't know that you see hell butterflies with a garganta. I don't think so. So, moving on you. So Ichigo walks down. Good morning, teacher. Good morning. Does time flow similarly between Soul Society and the World of the Living? Are they equal? If it's afternoon in Karakura Town, is it afternoon in Soul Society as well? Because right here it's nighttime and people are asleep. Right here, nighttime. And we go 3 hours earlier and she says good morning. It looks daylight to me. It's Noriyuki Abe. It's Noriyuki Abe, bro. Okay, well, I don't know that we can trust, because these are, I mean, it's officially colored, but it's not Kubo coloring it. But this looks like it's daytime. Noriyuki Abe. Abe's just Abe, bro. Abe just, the Abe agenda will never die. Because in the anime, it's during the night. But over here, it's during the day. Oh, man, the slander will never die. The slander will never die. In the anime, it's at night. Oh, Abe just be changing stuff. Okay, let's go back. So the point is, it's inconclusive, is the point. Inconclusive. Did you watch Zack Snyder's... I saw somebody say something about Zack Snyder. You deserve more slander for checking colored manga. It's not fan colored though. That's the point. It's official Shonen Jump colored stuff. It's not fan colored. So it's not as though it's just like some fan imagining it. So anyway, so Ichigo attacks Ikaku. Think it's cool. I haven't. They said I'm only allowed to go during breaks. That's a shame. Don't you want to go see Ichigo's kid? No, I don't. Cosway and I aren't anything, okay? You're such a dummy, teacher. A real big dummy. Oh. Look, Cosway will break your heart. Cosway will break your heart, okay? Please understand that. Bro will break your heart. He will break your heart. Look at him. Look at him. Kubo knows exactly what he's doing. Kubo knows exactly what he's doing. The hair is not even, it's not even like orange, it's gold. All right, his hair doesn't even feel like it's orange, it's golden. And his hoodie being like, bro, this dude looks cold. Bro looks majestically cold right now. It's insane. Yeah, don't play with this dude. Don't play with him. And the way he's condescendingly looking down on you. Anyway, back to regularly scheduled program. Good morning, Chica. You look as beautiful as always today. Why, thank you. You look cute yourself, Ichika. Why are you looking at me like that? I didn't do nothing. What do you mean we're still at it? You just got here. Oh, I knew you'd forget. The Consoreisai. It's a ceremony we do for captains we lost in battle 12 years after their funeral rites. That's the first time I'm hearing that. It's my first time doing it too. Haven't got a lot of captains letting themselves get killed in battle after all. We already did once earlier for the former Captain General and then for former Captain Unohana. And this one's for Captain Ukitake. We catch a hollow in the world of the living and kill it in front of their grave. You what? Why would you do that? I don't know. Is that even ethical in Soul Society? Well, it's an old custom. Say, what's going on over there? Where are you right now? It's so noisy. All right, let's talk about this for a second. This is mad creepy. Mad creepy. Because, like, first of all, the fact that they're speaking about hollows, like, I don't know, the fact that we're talking about hollows and we're saying it like, kill it? Because the whole point with Zanpakuto and Shinigami hollow relationships was that they don't kill it, they purify it. But for him to be, oh yeah, we capture hollows and we just kill it, as human beings. Oh, we just kill it. It's like, dang, that's dark. Oh, my bad. Keiga opened a ramen shop the other day. He'd kill for some foot traffic since he hasn't had any customers, so we all decided to try it out. Look at my boy Ichigo, looking like, here's one of the things about Kubo's new art style. Everyone looks younger. Everyone genuinely looks younger. Which, whether or not you want to think that to be good or not, but everyone looks younger. Renji looks younger. Yumichika looks younger. Even Ikaku looks younger. Yeah. They look more youthful, is my point. Anyway, so what kind of selfless name is that? Willpower Ramen. This is not Uryu. Keiga doesn't have much sense to begin with. I do though, like I do right. Or is it Uryu? Is it Uryu? I don't know that it's Uryu. I don't think it's Uryu. Why would he be all the way over there? Sir, could you keep out of our conversation? You'll make the other customers uncomfortable if it looks like an inside conversation. Why are you saying that when I know I haven't gotten any other customers? It's a roundabout way of telling you to shut up, sir. At least call me by my name when there aren't any. Kubo said it's Uryu? Why is bro just sitting there by himself? Why is he just sitting there by himself? That's so depressing. One ramen coming right up. Oh, I've got my ramen, so I'm hanging up. Hey, wait. I'm the one who calls you. Don't hang up. Guess you did. What did you want? As I was saying, I was leading up to asking you to come too, huh? To the Hollow Killing Festival? So the Consoreisai. Normally only captains join in, but you're not an outsider when it comes to Captain Ukitake. So they thought you could attend. Who's they? You mean Kyoraku? Captain Kyoraku and Rukia. Hi. Rukia! Side ponytail for the win, bro. I love that. The side ponytail is such a good choice and so unique. Kubo. Well, if it isn't Ichigo, what's this? This is amazing. You can see his face. So this is one of those newfangled soul pages. That is so cool. That is so genuinely cool. I love this side ponytail. It's great. It's kawaii desu ne. What, so you still got an old one, Rukia? My old one was working just fine, so I said I didn't need the new one. But if you can see other people's faces on this thing, that's another story. It looks like fun. By the way, where's Orihime? Is she over that way? You won't be able. This is why we like Orihime better. I'm kidding. So you're the type of husband who leaves all the housework to his wife? I know that's going on. You're one of those estranged couples still living under the same roof, even though you've lost your domestic bliss because of emotional abuse. God dang. The 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 extreme feminist Katsurukia. We lost a good one. We lost a good one. This is so unfortunate. They got her. We're not. When did you learn those terms? We recently got something called TV in the Soul Society. We can watch shows from the world of the living now. I never thought I'd know the feeling of being a parent telling his kid to quit watching TV and get studying. Straight up, that's a Jujutsu Kaisen curse if I've ever seen one. It's futile. Even if you squash that bug, I've deployed others that will take his place. That's like one of those things Captain Kurosuchi's always saying during battle. And I can hear what you're saying over there, so mind your mouth. Yikes. Eek. What is this? What is this? What kind of transition is this? I mean, I know my Yuri has these bugs. I'm just saying. They're Jujutsu Kaisen-esque in the curse, or I guess Jujutsu Kaisen's curse are Mayuri bugs-esque. What is this though? What's this? What's this transition? This black thing. Is Ichibe on some weird stuff right now? I mean, I'm kidding. It can't be Ichibe. But what is this? This is weird. What is this? It's like a black, like, is it almost like the transition comes from the bottom up? But this is very strange. Moving on, we'll see. I'm sorry, Captain Kuratsuchi. All right, already. Isane, Yamada, neither of you have done anything wrong, so don't apologize. Fourth Company Barracks, Isane, and terrible. Oh, hologram. First time I've seen one in person. Looks weird. Shh, do you have an urgent message? Captain Kuratsuchi, Momo, and Shinji. Shinji sucks. Boo, Shinji, boo. Boo. It's a message for all the assistant captains. So teacher said he forgot some work he had to do or something. I went all the way over there and he kicked me out right away. Huh? Alright, so they were sitting there. It's Captain Kuratsuchi. He's so cool. Regarding the Konsorei tonight, in order to accomplish the pre-ceremony Jogimen Reibaku capture, assistant captains must assemble in the world of the living soon. Toshiro, now Toshiro looks his hair is even shorter than before. I preferred it when he was younger, when he was taller. Did he have to go out of his way to set something this big in all the company barracks just for that? We already knew in advance when it was happening. I think it's one of those things. Mr. Uruhara keeps developing new merchandise, so maybe that's got even Captain Kuratsuchi sweating. Please do not utter such absurdities. Hello, Rangiku. I am merely using a prototype with technology superior to his. This is simply a trial. You're acting super self-conscious about it, though. He fires his laser gun at Shuhei Hisagi. So that's what the job is, father and teacher. Father and teacher are keeping it a secret that they're going to hang out in the world of the living. That's no fair. I see, only, you guys, you saw nothing. You saw nothing. You heard nothing. I see, only captains may attend. Assistant captains capture the hollow in preparation, according to this. Sure, but do they really have to get everyone together like this? You've sure got a lot to say. Don't complain about our traditions. You're an outsider. Immigrant, Ichigo. What are you doing here? So a couple of things here. So Ichigo looking like Ishin. As he grows up, he looks more and more like Ishin, and I love it. I love that he looks more and more like Ishin, and his mannerisms. Ishin also famously had a pocket in his Chihakusho, but I guess they all do, technically. What's with you? You're the one who told me I'm not an outsider and that I should be here. I told you to just come for the ceremony. Now, no fighting. She put her elbow on Renji. Rukia, like, no. Rukia, that's not... Rangiku put her elbow on Renji's shoulder. You're invading his personal space. He has a wife and child. Back off, woman. Back off. Go get your own man. For the 1,000th time, what is up with Zangetsu? Kubo says that Ichigo could switch into the dual wield if he wants to. I think Ichigo's just comfortable with this because that's his OG Zangetsu or something. It's whatever. I've lost interest. Whatever Kubo wants to do, he'll do it. I lost interest. They can't start the ceremony until after we've done our part. We'll get this squared away real quick, then you can go to the ceremony real quick. And and we can go out drinking real quick. Can you go out for drinks today? Sure, my deadline's still a way out. What's your job again, Ichigo? I'm a translator. Wow, what a smarty. Translator Ichigo. Hey, we never get together like this, so let me introduce you to the new recruits. This is Rindo, Iba's assistant captain. He doesn't talk. Do you know sign language? I don't, sorry. He says no need to apologize. He can read lips so he can understand us. Whoa, that's cool. I wasn't talking about you. Get that smug look off your face. And what up? Oh no. Oh no. Nice to meet ya. I'm the 8th Company's assistant captain, Yu Yahara, at your service. Sorry, she's obsessed with everything Jaru from the world of the living. We haven't got any Jarus like that, even in the world of the living. She's Captain Yadomaru's assistant captain. What? She's Captain Yadomaru's assistant captain 4. What the heck? What? Oh, gotcha. Like, what? That's so weird. Anyway, we never thought it was Yoruichi's daughter. Stop. Anybody who actually thought that, no, we did not think it was Yoruichi's daughter. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, we did not. You're Ichigo, the hero from the Great War, am I right? I've heard all the buzz about you. Should I snap a pic? Don't worry, I got you covered with a filter. I'm not a hero, cut that out, and no filters either. I'm gonna take it, okay? Say, Pecorino. Pecorino? I got your line from the captain, so I'll send it to you. So friend me back. Not a chance, and how does she even know my line account? It's alright, my maturity's nothing to scoff at, so it's fine even if you put me on ignore. Who even enabled line messages on the soul pagers? That'd be Mr. Urahara. I can't believe him. To me, yeah, I was well, for Jimenez is more like the veins of the wings. He has, you know, he has one, and then he has the other. But whatever, is it reach? Sure, reach. But what do you guys think about the fact that Ichigo was able to sense it? What do you think about that? Like, what is it that made her sense it? Is it because the Hell Butterfly was so close to her, and so like that is then what made her sense it? I wonder about that. So, this weird creature shows up. Kubo on his horror stuff. It's just standing right in the middle of everyone. And it has these 2 weird markings right here. What's that? Why hasn't anyone noticed it? So I guess it's possible. Here's the weird thing. It's possible that it's not as much that she sensed it because here's my train of thought here, in that she immediately, so she shows up, the Senkaiman opens, she shows up, she hides, she was always going to look, so it's not as though maybe she sensed it, although like this part right here is what trips me out. But it's possible that she was just going to look in that direction anyway, and that's why she saw it, because the thing that's happening over here, none of them are looking in the direction, their backs all turned, so they actually can't see it, you know? So it's possible maybe because of her purity as a child, that's possible. Also, it could be that she just happened to look in that direction because she just arrived, and so she was always going to look to check to see if they could see her. So it's possible that she was just at the right vantage point to be able to see it. So why hasn't anyone else noticed? It takes a swing. Father. Huh? Ichigo, what are you? It's weird that they didn't sense Ichigo, but it is possible to hide Yuriatsu. Renji gets absolutely smacked. Ichigo immediately reacts. Oh, he blows through buildings. That's crazy. He goes to attack Ichigo, swings, takes his arm off. One swing. The arm falls down to the ground. What's that, a hollow? You've got to be kidding me. Why didn't anyone notice it? And then from behind, trash. And then more show it up. But here's the weird thing. These ghoul looking things are different. You know, these ones have more skin. Like this one is so particular. This one looked so particular. You know, the way that it appeared. It's so like, this is very specific. There's no face, just a rib cage, as opposed to the other one. The other ones where they look like, you know, flesh beasts and stuff. But this guy uses his tail to stab Kione. And then, excuse me. I mean, the distinguishing factors are the circles. So, and they are tall. You guys made a good point. Like this is how tall the Karakura quote skyscrapers are. This is how tall it is. The Karakura Sky, although it's not like super tall, but you know, these are like multi-platform buildings. And then these guys aren't floating in the air. Their feet are on the ground. This is just how tall they are. So they are actually pretty massive. They're actually legitimately massive. Father, Ichika, you dummy, what are you doing here? I'm sorry, father, I'm sorry. And then these start opening. Alright, so Ikaku starts fighting. These guys haven't got spiritual pressure. There are no ordinary hollows. We're tackling them in one go, spread out. But isn't it tradition to capture 11th hollow for the ceremony? We don't have to quibble over that. We'll catch another one after we deal with these guys. He writes on his sword, and then it turns into these paper, whatever it's called. This is hawk. And the hawks show up from his Zanpakuto. They go towards this hollow and immediately... So here's one thing. These could very well be foot soldiers, but the fact of the matter is they're not that powerful. Most of these guys are one-shotting them. Yeah, so that is something that we need to recognize. These could be the bottom of the barrels in terms of Hell's creatures. They could be, but the fact of the matter is these guys are fodder. These guys are fodder. People like the lieutenants are one-shotting them, just straight up one-shotting them. You know, like the hawks show up and they just absolutely destroy this thing. It's insane. Until Yu starts walking up on top of it, and as she's walking, she's cracking the bones. I guess that's just how strong her foot speed is, foot strength anyway. Jumps into the sky, and again, it is true. So this is how tall they are. Their feet are firmly on the ground. This is genuinely how tall they are. They're some big dudes. These are huge. So she jumps into the air, and she has bare. Well, this one looks like a bare paw. Doesn't look like a bare teeth. The same thing down here, and then a bear shows up, or a wolf, I don't know, something. Wolf fang fist over here. Rawr. This doesn't even feel like a Zanpakuto. Is this a Zanpakuto technique? Here's a question. Is this considered a Zanpakuto technique? Is it possible that her Zanpakuto is her nails? And not the literal nails, but like that's insane. I don't know. So she has a unique history. If she's from one of the Beast clans, it could be interesting. That could be interesting. We'll see. Kubo is expanding on a ton of things. He's expanding on a ton of things, so we'll have to see. And then he's like, well, what's going on behind him? Another hollow swoops in to attack him, and that's when seemingly there's slashes on a leg. It slashes here, and then 7 times. Smacks on top of the hollow. Well, ghoul. I'm gonna call it that. Slams it into the ground and then takes his wabisuke, cuts the head off, takes off the hoodie. We got Izurukita. Could you finally put an end to your habit of guarding the perimeter? I like it. Guarding the perimeter and making a late entrance. Okay, so the interesting thing about his ability right here is that he's probably wearing like metal weights on his feet, and he slashes his own feet to make it heavier, and then slams down on the hollow. I'm going to. Once we get home, you're going to talking to Ichika. And then chains from down below. Grab Renji's leg. I feel so abandoned. Must you go so soon, Renji Ibarai? You see, and another Hell Butterfly shows up. So, there's so much, I don't want to say inconsistencies. It's just a fact because we don't know what Kubo is trying to do, so it's genuinely difficult to predict. The nature of the I wanted to see your face so much on such an auspicious day that I came all the way out here. Xylopero. He returns, and with him comes phospoplasm. With him comes phospoplasm. So that is, you could look. So here's another argument that you could make. I don't know that this would be factual, but another argument you could make here is that we're trying to determine what's a hell. We're trying to determine what's a hell porter and what's not. That's the angle here. And so, for one thing, the textures this is straight up. Damn it, Kubo. I swear, this is definitely hell. And When Xylopor emerges from it, not only does a hell butterfly show up at the start, you see a hell butterfly here. Not only does it happen, but the fossil plasm is also there. So that's something to look forward to as far as the future is concerned. It seems everybody gets a marking. Everybody gets some weird tattoo. Because like he's got a, like, here's an interesting thing. Like look at this thing right here. This so his, first of all, the markings on his face, they follow a pattern that you see on the ghouls as well. It's basically, it's just chains. It's weird chain looking things, like chain links. You know, if you look at the creature we just fought, you could see it. They also have chain links, right there. Chain links, right there. You can see the chain links over here. You can see the chain links over here. You can see the chain links when the rest of them show up. Chain links, chain links, chain links everywhere. It's just, and it's not, it's like straight tattoos. Straight tattoos. Links here, links around the body, links around the chest over here. It's just, that's just what they do. Very interesting. So that's one thing, like, you know for a fact it's hell related. And then you can see more chains, except these are actual chains. But you can see the thing there. So definitely one of the hallmarks of knowing hell or not is the chains. The chain link tattoos. You can see them on Xylopor himself. So, moving on. I said I came just to see your face, but that was mere flattery. So that Crony Quincy isn't here either then. Or that mad scientist. Were I a less open-minded person, I would take that as a slight. Why do you look like that? Are you dead? Of course he's dead. You were there, you saw him die, but okay. Oh, you mean this, his arm? That's right, I was cast into hell. What does that mean? Hell is great. He cast away your hollow yoke. My hole is no longer bound to my flesh. My hate and suffering are both like tears as they overflow out of my brain. And actually, I think right here, stuff starts to leak from his ear or close to his some part. So it starts to leak and then it crystallizes, darkens, forms a horn. That is, there was a club outside photo of Kubo join this. It's amazing to see, but his hole is still there, except it might be closed up. I think this is closed. It's probably closed up right there. What the heck? Why are we talking about that? Why are we talking about genitalia, about his hole? To be under his closed. So specifically, what's his gland? Ah, I see. Okay, because yeah, okay. Weird, Kubo. That's some weird. I mean, it's not actually weird, but good for you, Kubo. I guess. Good for you. Shove. Get out of here. What's wrong? Answer me, Renji Abarai. I've asked you what she is. Well, the gallows of hell are clairvoyant. You don't need to answer. All right. So, what do we think about this? Hello, Orion. Welcome. What do you think about this? I remember the fan translation said the warden of hell. I've forgotten the word that he used, is omnipotent or something like that. It wasn't the gallows of hell or clairvoyant, but there was a warden. And this is Viz. I'm like, what do we think here? Do we think where we on? What do we think it is? So this is what the fan translation was. Not that you have to answer me, since the warden of hell is all seeing. Like, this is a genuine question. So do we say the gallows of hell are clairvoyant, or the warden of hell is all seeing? Honestly, it's so frustrating, because this is important. Like, as far as this is concerned, this is actually important. Like, the difference is great, whether it's one or the other. Maybe they have this sort of article. You know what? For me, I feel more safe thinking about it as a warden, personally speaking. I think warden is more fitting. Anyway, moving on. Now, how about I start by killing your daughter, Renji Abarai? He takes Ichika and then chains dash out towards Renji, who dashes away, goes right through his leg, his arm, his stomach, his shoulder, or knee or something. Father, no, father, and then comes Ichigo, slashes the chains of hell in one swing. I mean, it means, I understand what you know, the Gallows of Hell clairvoyant means if you're in hell, you can see things that are outside hell. That's cool. But the difference here is whether or not there is a warden. Because if there is a warden, which we would assume that there is some sort of authoritative figure there, like one confirms that it does exist, the other doesn't. Light Gamer, what's going on? Hi, welcome. Ichigo, where'd you go? Take Ichigo somewhere safe. You're in the way. It won't earn me much acclaim to kill you now, but I'm going to kill you, Ichigo Kurosaki. Who the hell are you? Ah, he never met Xylopero. He never met Xylopero. So then, okay, so then it goes on. Oh shoot, I just got a work message. Here's the interesting thing. Like I said, when Xylopero emerged from his hell portal, when he emerged from it, the phosphoplasm, we're going to call it that, the phosphoplasm came with it. This phosphoplasm has then extended into the Soul Society. Now, there's a couple ways to think about this. On one level, we can think about this in terms of it's genuinely going everywhere, or the fact that they're in the process of performing a concert Reisai for Jushiro, and so it specifically went to where Jushiro was. A couple ways you can think about it. This is one of those ways. So, all the captains are here, and the phosphoplasm just starts raining down from above. It's floating around, and there's so many theories, so many different theories here, because again, I've already read this, so I know that the ritual is currently underway by this point in time. I know we know that much, and so really, it's also possible that this is just a byproduct of the ritual that's happening. The only thing is that why didn't it happen for Yamamoto and Unohana? Maybe the difference there is Hell wasn't active like that, you know, in the sense that Cosby may be doing something related. Xylopero showed up, and so like, because here's the point: if phosphoplasm showed up back then, Shinsui would notice, because like, all the captains would have been there for that, but it didn't. So for whatever reason, it showed up now. And so I'm just thinking, what is it about the now that's making it appear? And there's a couple different possibilities, as we said. The possibilities could be, like I said, ghouls are showing up right now. Xylopero himself showed up right now, and Cosby may be doing things. So, you know, or when they added Yamamoto, it was like fine. When they added what's her name, Unohana, it was still kind of fine. But then now that they're about to add Jushiro, the balance is tipped. So it's like the breaking point would just happen to be right now. This is when the breaking point was. And so it didn't happen before because it couldn't. Not until the balance was actually skewed one way or the other. So it's just possible that the balance has literally just tipped right now. We'll see. So it's just falling down. What is this? Now she touched it. She touched it, and you know, nothing happened. She was just feeling it. Pause. It's not absorbing. Wait, no, it's soy phone. No pause. It's not absorbing back into the air, so it's not. So is it not reishi? Shinsui then swings. Did he swing at her? Did he legit swing at her? So he swings. It's sizzling. He says, "It's phosphoplasm from hell." Phosphoplasm. What is that doing here? Okay, so what she says right here. She's right here. Tells me that she knows what it is. Mayuri's mind is already racing. He definitely knows what it is. Shinji's serious. He's like, nobody cares about these two. So he's standing there. He says, "There's an old wives' tale I hope you'll humor me enough to hear." It's so, I don't know. It's so, he immediately switches. "Oh, hey, you want to hear a story?" I'm like, okay, that's weird. "It has been told for a good long while in the Soul Society." It's so random. Like for me, even when I first read it was so weird that, oh hey, phosphoplasm from hell. By the way, you want to hear a story? I'm like, oh, information dump coming. I feel like Kubo could have set up the information dump better than that, but whatever. There is something called Spirit Class. Okay, we know about Spirit Class. My voice, what the heck? In the past, it was a scale used among aristocrats. It indicated the density of spiritual pressure within the reishi. I remember when Ganji was talking about Kyan, he mentioned he had like a spirit class of grade whatever it was. A normal company member has 20th class Reishi, an assistant has 5th or 4th, and those greater than the 3rd class are captains. Bleach power scaling. A Soul Reaper's body is composed of Reishi. When they pass on, their body turns into Reishi and is reclaimed by the soil of the Soul Society. But anyone above 3rd class has spiritual pressure too dense to be reabsorbed without intervention. The Konsei Reisai is a ceremony to allow that Reishi to be returned. That is as much as we learned at the Shinoreiju Tsujin Soul Reaper Academy. Now, this next part is the old wives' tale. Like, who are these wives? Who's this old wives' tale? Who are these wives? I had never met these wives. In actuality, Reishi that is 3rd class and above can never return to the soil of Soul Society. So what are we to do? It's not as though we could allow overly powerful Reishi to linger loose in Soul Society indefinitely. Read, boy, read. An old wife tells the supposed truth, which is actually spurious or superstition. It can be said sometimes to be a tale of urban legend, to be passed on by older women to younger generations. Such tales are considered superstition, folklore. I mean, I know that much. It's just funny the way the wording is, because old wife's tale, yeah, 100%. It's just considered synonymous with folklore, myths, stories, unconfirmed stories that people just believe to be true but don't have any factual reason to believe so or whatever. But the funny thing is that in some of the cases, it's a verbal transition from generation to generation told by presumably mothers or wives. It's just funny because in Bleach we don't often see wives in Bleach. That's why I find it weird. Because like Bleach wives, it's so weird. Anyway, so and therein lies the other reason behind Konsei Reisai. With the ceremony, the deceased captains are ... cast into hell. So he's using the chains to fight Ichigo. Ichigo is blocking. What are you talking about? What I am talking about is the truth. But fret not, Ichigo Kurosaki. I'm sure you're already aware. Power always has a cost. The wayward souls who have lost the right to return due to the power they themselves sought are cast into hell as salvation. This is a kindness, and the kind-hearted Soul Reapers are unaware that they've sent their companions to hell with their own hands. See, this next line confirms it. So what Shunsui says over here is just a setup. It's a setup for Zalapro to say it, like just a transition thing, and then he confirms it again. The kind-hearted Soul Reapers are unaware that they've sent their companions to hell with their own hands. Now, this is weird to think about. So to track back and analyze what it is, when you go to the Shinryu Academy, they'll teach you that about the spirit class, and they'll say spirit class of 3 and higher cannot be absorbed back into the soul of the Soul Society without intervention. And so we do the Konsei Reisai to, and this is what they would teach you. We do the Konsei Reisai to allow the spirit class of 3 and higher to be reabsorbed back into the soil of the Soul Society. However, the myth and the underlying truth that circulates the, I guess, higher-ups within the Soul Society is that they know for a fact that what they're actually doing isn't fake. They know that what they're doing is going to send their companions to hell. And so it's funny to think about in that it's like they're unaware, but they're also, I mean, I guess Shunsui is the only one who maybe knew the truth, I guess. Is it true, Captain Kyotoku? Is she holding him by the clothing, or what's going on? Have we really? It may well be, and even I am only realizing that now. What else is my appearance before you but proof? The balance has collapsed. The powerful spirit, and then we're back to the fish. The powerful spiritual pressures that were holding the maw of hell shut, Sosuke Aizen and Yuhabaha, have disappeared. Since then, you have sent those with powerful spiritual pressures to hell one after another. and the jaws of hell can now be wrenched open from the other side. Court Guard founder Genryusa Yamamoto, Death Sword Retsu Unohana, and today, stab, another hell butterfly shows up. And I would assume the portal opened like right behind him. Ah, you're early. Kamikake God Sworn, Jushido Ukitake. And you know, you see all the fossil plasm still. Huge sword. Huge sword. The gates of hell are open behind him. What are you saying? The ceremony still hasn't, it's done. Here just now, you massacred the beasts of, Beasts of Hell is such a problematic translation. Oh my goodness. Right in front of Jushiro Okitake's eyes. And then you see the combat pass. Now then, I'm going home. You can think on this. Hell has always been beside you. I certainly doubt you failed to notice. Haven't you ever wondered why the butterflies that guide the Soul Reapers have hell in their name? You can see the rings. I wonder if that was there before, but you can see the rings that are on the ghouls that show up. You can even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of those up here as well. These like little spherical things that we see. Consistent theme. The door closes, more hell butterflies, and then the skull grows an eye, similar to the eye we saw before. Kazui's walking down the road with 2 hell butterflies, and he looks up. Bro is cooked. Oh, he's so cooked, bro. And you can't see the ring on his eyes. That is true, because this ring's on his eyes. Oh man, the bro is cooked. So right now it's like the hallmarks here, the fossil plasm, the teeth of the portal, and the rings. There's also the tattoos, the chain link tattoos. But anyway, new breaths from hell. I'll have to because there's music in here that's copyrighted. I'll have to edit it, but I'll post the video. I will post the video, don't worry. This is Kazui. This is actually Kazui Kurosaki right here, drawn by Kubo himself, with the infamous hoodie. He looks really cool. Aizen would love him. Aizen would love him, honestly. Yeah, imagine if imagine if Aizen were to go take Kazui from Ichigo, and he and Kazui, like he was like, yo, you have the potential to surpass me. Yeah, and imagine if Yuha, because again, Yuha exists in all Quincy. Imagine if, I guess because Ichigo was the one to kill Yuha's persona and Yuha's ability transferred into Kazui, and so he has a more than normal connection into Yuha's Ryatsu abilities. That would be, like the potential with Kazui is insane. This kid could be the end of everything. The literal end of everything. All right, boys, I'm gonna go now. Okay, so thank you guys for showing up. It was fun. I'll catch you guys in, I don't know what we can read next time. Hopefully you guys will still be interested in whatever else we read. But this was fun. So I'll catch you guys in the next stream. This is G-Boy signing out.